Hi everyone, this is Sandy Creating the Heart, and I finally pulled out my Tailored Expressions Perk Up kit. It is coffee themed, and it's already sold out, and I think they even restocked it. But I'm sure it's going to show up as a regular part of their collection because it was really, really popular. And there are a lot of components to it. I can't quite remember what came in the collection and what didn't. So I'll try and let you know what I think came in the collection. It does come in this really cool, super cute bag. I'm probably going to store it somewhere else though, because I tend to just stack those bags and forget that I have them. But the collection came with this Perk Up stamp set. So you stamp the set, and then you use the stencils. So the stencils help give it color and some dimension, and you could just use all different kinds of colors to kind of change the look of it. Also, it comes with these, or didn't come with these, I think this was a separate thing you had to buy, which is the foilets. So instead of stamping that stamp, you can use the foilet by running that through your Mink or your laminator with some hot foil, and then you skip the stamp set and you just use the stencils. Then this Cup of Joe die, I think this die might have been separate. Anyway, it comes in two sizes, and then you've got the two, you can have your handles on either side. This one I think might have come in the collection. It is the smaller cups, and it cuts all the ones from the stamp set. And I think maybe the stamp set, one of these sentiment sets was included. But I've got this coffee, I think it's Coffee Create Craft or something like that. And then there is a Simple Strips coffee, and the way that these work is you stamp them out, and then there's one die that you line up, and it cuts out all these sentiments. And this one die works with all different kinds of Simple Strips that they have in their collection. And so if you do have a lot of friends that you buy coffee for, this is a really good sentiment stamp set. And then there's these new sort of sentiment cardstock papers that you can get, and you can actually run those through your foiling machine. And then these are ones that I just pulled from my stash that I used. I used this frames, which I got as a free gift. It's also in the regular collection, and then the scalloped rectangles. So here are two cards that I already made. This one uses the foilet and a sentiment, and I love the colors that I used on that. It looks really, really fun. And then this one I just I stamped it and used the stencil, and then I cut it out with that large coffee cup, and then I just white embossed the sentiment. And simple but fun. Okay, so now we're going to make a few cards together. So this is one, I think I forgot to mention that there's an additional stamp set that comes in the collection. It's this cute little sort of accessories for your coffee cups, where you can do little kitty faces and beans and hearts and so on. And so I did do a little bit of that on this one that I stamped, and then I think I stamped it in a gray, and then I use these pinks and purples with the stencil. So this is an A2 size card, and I've got two sentiments here. First, we drink coffee because adulting is hard, and so I've got those all on foam, and then I've got my little coffee cup that I have also on foam that I'm going to use. So I want to make sure that actually went with this one because I'm making a lot of cards today. So I'm going to go ahead and lay these. So I did the sentiment strips all on white on black paper, and I have a whole bunch of extra ones sitting on my desk that I can keep and use when I'm in a hurry. I've got some sentiments already ready to go. So this was a super quick and easy card once you did all your stenciling, and it just goes right there. Okay, all done. So the next one is using those pre-printed papers, and I actually ran that through my Mink with some rose gold foil. So it's got a real shimmer to it. It's really pretty. And then I have 3 of these coffee cups. they were from a foil it, so they've got some foiling on them. And I'm also going to do some steam on these. So I'm going to stamp some steam, and I'm going to use my VersaFine Clair Black ink, which I got from the Not Too Shabby shop. It's like one of my favorite new inks. It does dry a little slower, so you should be a little bit careful, but you can heat emboss it and it comes out really fabulous. So, and it's very, very vibrant black, so it's, if you're looking for like a really bright black for like sentiments and stuff, that's the one. So I've got these on foam, and I'm going to go ahead and just lay these underneath my steam, and there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and place that on an A2 size card, and I've got another card done. So moving on to this card right here, I'm using a that frame die set. I really like it a lot, and this is a foil it piece. So you can see that one edge doesn't look quite as balanced, because I cut it in such a way that I could use extra coffee cups for, you know, so these last two projects, or this project and the one before it. So I use those extra coffee cups. So I am going to go ahead and place this on black, and then I've got my frame, which I'm going to glue down with some Barely Arts glue. And so I'm going to glue that down. And I think out of all the free gifts that I got, this one I use so much. Actually, I love all the free gifts. They give fabulous free gifts. I mean, you have to spend $100 to get it, but it's not hard to do. So here that is. And then I've got a, just from, you know, circle dies I have in my stash, I stamped the You Can Do It coffee sentiment, and then place that on the teal cardstock. And then I've got my little stacked cups that I have on foam, and there's another card done. So now I'm on to the last card that I'm going to make in this video, and we made a lot of cards in this video. So I'm using another one of these pre-printed coffee papers, but I didn't run it through, it's just in black. I didn't run it through any foil. So I'm stacking up all of these coffee cups that I cut after stamping and then using the stencils. So I've got a ton of little cups, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of stack these. And so this is a case from a card that I saw on Instagram from the Tailored Expressions site. And then I am using this, what do you call it? This press and seal, Glad press and seal, to kind of, you know, hold on to those coffee cups. And then I'm going to go ahead and do some steam there at the top. So I'm going to stamp off some steam, and then I'm going to put glue all on the back of my coffee cups, and then I'm going to lay that down, and I'm going to carefully lift it up. Alright, so then I'm going to lay this down, and I'm going to carefully take the press and seal off, because the glue's still wet. So I'm going to be really careful in removing that press and seal so that my coffee cups all stay. So any of the coffee cups that were kind of in the front or near the bottom may not have gotten as much glue, so those ones I'm going to touch up with some extra glue so that they stay down. And we've got another card done. I think I'm going to put one more little steam or not. I can't decide whether I'm going to or not. Yep, do a little bit of steam right there. And so all my cards are done. This one I just need to put on its card base. using a little ATG for that. And now it's all done. So these cards were really, really fun to make. Thank you so much for watching. This is Cindy with Creating with the Heart.